So, in the previous video, we have just seen chapter number 5, combustion and fossil fuel. We have started that and we have seen some of the topics that are combustion, combustible substance, non-combustible substance, conditions necessary for combustible substance, and then we have just reached to the here there is an activity which is remaining. So first of all we will see that activity and then after we will go further. So here in the activity data to prove that combustion of a substance will not take place in the absence of any one of three essential conditions for combustion. For that materials are needed data a candle, glass, aluminium foil, bowl, water, matches, and a pair of scissors. Okay. Then after in the figure number A you can see take a candle and fix it in the center of the bowl, big bowl. Add some of the water to the bowl, light the candle and cover it with an inverted glass, means from which we can see inverted glass means inverse of the glass, that is the candle burns for some time before getting exhausted. Conclusion, that is oxygen support combustion or helps in burning. As soon as the oxygen is used up the candle will blow, means we have done that kind of things that we just invert glass is covered by covered the candle and then after up to the oxygen which is there inside that glass, up to then only the candle will burn and then after it will blow away. Then after the another one, oxygen supports combustion or help in burning. As soon as the oxygen is used up the candle will blow out. Method figure number 2, light a candle, take a piece of aluminium and cut a small hole inside it so that it can bleed through the flame to rest move above molten wax. Here the candle is exhausted. Aluminium being a good conductor of it absorbs the heat and the temperature drops being to ignite temperature, so the candle will blow out. Here aluminium is a good conductor of heat, so it will the candle will blow out. And another one, that is the take a candle and fix it on the base, light the candle and cut off the wick below the flame with the help of the pair of scissors and remove the candle. Keep holding the wick between the scissors. Then after observe the fire is the wick existing when the rest of the wick of the scissor get burns. As the fuel wax is needed is removed, fire gets extinguished after some time. Note, adult supervision is required for this kind of experiments. Okay. Then after extinguishing a fire, how the fire is extinguished, let us see one by one points. Extinguishing a fire. Okay, how the fire is extinguished. First of all, we know that for the extinguishing of fire, what is it? We know that in the where there is a fire, we call the fire extinguisher or firefighters. So what for what? To just slow down the fire over there and just remove that fire. So what they do, there in the school you have seen the red big metal containers, in that the CO2 is there. So when there is a fire, it is open and it is hold over there, so the fire will blown up. Okay students, so there are some of the methods for to just extinguish the fire. Let us see one by one the method. Here, a fire can be extinguished by removing one or more essential conditions for combustion. Here, they are telling us if we want to just blow out the fire, we will take one of the conditions from the fire. Which three conditions are there? First of all, fuel, then oxygen, and then after another was the firewood. Here the three conditions were given, which air, heat, and fuel. These three are there. So from that one or two are removed, so the fire will be extinguished out. So for that, the simplest way to put a fire is pour water on it. This will bring down the temperature below the ignition temperature of the combustible substance, as water absorbs heat of the fire and evaporates. However, it is not always safe and effective to use water. Means every time you just put the water, then it is not good. In some condition is only to put the water, in some condition the water is to be not put it over there. Then water is an effective in extinguishing fire due to the burning petrol, kerosene or diesel. Water is heavier and immiscible with this substance. As a result, it forms a lower layer, and the substance above continues burning. Means if the burning of petrol, kerosene and these things are there, if due to the petrol, kerosene and that thing the fire is happened, then we don't have to use water. Why? Because if you will just throw water in that, then what will happen? Water will form a lower layer, and the petrol or kerosene will form the upper layer, and it will start burning only. It will not blown out or extinguish. Okay. Then after, water conducts electricity and it should never be used to extinguish electric fires. It is highly dangerous, as people can get electric shock while trying to extinguish fire. Means in the fires where there is an electrical fire, we have seen some of the area in the electric fire. What happens in the electric fire? In the electric fire, if you will just throw a water on it, then you have a thing that electric shock can be there in our body. So we don't have to just throw water where there is an electric shock or petrol, diesel or anything else. And then after, fire extinguishers are used to put off fires here. The first fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher. And the another one, that is water extinguisher. Water extinguisher. Okay. Third one, that is foam extinguisher. And fourth one, that is carbon dioxide extinguisher. Carbon dioxide extinguisher. So these are the four extinguishers which is used for the different purposes. Okay, fire extinguisher, how this is used? Then water extinguisher, foam extinguisher, carbon dioxide extinguisher. So these are some of the types of extinguisher. But first of all, what is fire extinguisher? The fire extinguisher means for the extinguisher of the fire. If there is a fire, then it is for the extinguishing for that. So that is known as fire extinguisher. And here there is water extinguisher. We have seen the big trucks of fire extinguisher. That is water extinguisher, which is just used to extinguish fire with the water. Then base is water extinguisher. Second one, that is foam extinguisher. In that, the foam is used to extinguish the fire. So their base is foam. So they are known as foam extinguisher. And third one, that is carbon dioxide extinguisher. We have seen this kind of the red bottles which are just kept over the school. So that are known as carbon dioxide extinguisher. Okay students, let us see in detail about it. Here, fire extinguishers are used to put off fire. First of all, here fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher fire extinguisher used are used to put off fire. Okay, they are used to put off the fires. There are different types of extinguisher used for the different kind of the fire, and there are three main types of the extinguisher are discussed below. Means the fire extinguisher. In that there are three types, that is water extinguisher, foam extinguisher, and carbon dioxide extinguisher. So let us see one by one. That is, water extinguisher are used for extinguishing fires due to the solid waste materials such as paper, wood, and textile. So where these water extinguishers are used, these are used for extinguishing fires due to liquid solid, not liquid, solid materials such as paper, wood, and textiles. Okay, so the water extinguishers are used to extinguish fire due to which solid materials such as paper, wood, and textiles. These all things are used to extinguish fire, that is water extinguishers. Here, this extinguishers have water with air under high pressure. Water extinguisher fire by cooling effect. They extinguish this fire by the cooling effect. Okay, and second one, that is foam extinguishers. Foam extinguishers are used for extinguishing fire due to the liquid materials. So this kind of the used for the liquid extinguisher, that is foam, that is are used for extinguishing fire due to liquid materials such as petrol or diesel. Okay, so when the fire is from petrol or diesel or any liquid, then these foam extinguishers are used for that extinguishing fires. Okay, and then here we have come to the carbon dioxide extinguisher. So for that, carbon are used for electrical fires or at the places where there is electrical connection. There are electrical connections, okay, where there are electrical connections. See here, these extinguishers are filled with carbon dioxide gas under high pressure. Carbon dioxide is heavier than air and a non-supportable of combustion. It extinguishing fire by settle down and cut off the supply of the oxygen. Okay, students. Here, now we have seen the extinguishing of a fire, and in that, what is fire extinguishing? That is, fire extinguishing are used to put off fires, and in that there are further three types, that is water extinguisher, foam extinguisher, carbon dioxide extinguisher. So what happens? Water extinguishers are used for the extinguishing fire due to wet solid materials such as paper, wood and textile. So water extinguishers are used for that, for the fire which is due to the solid materials. Second, that is foam extinguisher. These are used for what? Due to the fire extinguisher due to the liquid materials. The liquid materials causes fire, that are petrol or diesel, due to which if there is a fire, then the foam extinguisher are used. Then carbon dioxide extinguisher are used for the electrical fires or at the places where there are electrical connections. Okay, so these are the different types of fire extinguisher. If you want to underline this, then you can underline. Okay, and we will we will just move towards the next topic, that is flame. Let us see that. I am just rubbing this. So our new topic, that is flame. Let us see that. So our new topic, that is flame. So let us see flame. We have seen flame. First of all, I will see drawing a flame, what kind of flame it is. Here, first of all, if I draw a burner, see here, this is a burner. Okay, in that, I am just drawing two burners. Okay, here, and in the burner there is a hole over here, and there is a thing which can rotate. So here, what happens? If I tell that this is a flame, okay, and another flame, sorry, so this is our another burner. In that, sorry, in this the hole is closed. In this burner the hole is closed, and in this burner the hole is open. Means from this hole the air can go inside it. Okay, students, and here you can see, if there is a hole open, then you can see a blue flame over here. You can see a blue flame, and if the hole is closed, then you will see the red flame which I have drawn here. If the hole is open, then you can see blue flame, and if the hole is closed, then you can see red flame. Why it is? Because from here the flame gets the air. Okay, from this hole the flame gets the air. So what happens? There is all the three which is required for the fire, it is there. So here it is blue flame, it is high end. Here it is closed, so air is not required. So air is not there in sufficient amount. So there is a red flame. See here, I am just reading. First of all, what is flame? Let us write that. Flame. Flame. So what is flame? Flame is the flame. Flame is the visible gaseous part of a fire. Okay, flame is a visible part of gaseous part of the fire. The flame can have different color depending upon the nature of combustible substance, availability of air, temperature, hydrocarbons burns to produce a yellow or a blue flame. So figure shown 5.3 that shows the changing flame color of a Bunsen's burner, which is an increase or decrease in oxygen supply. Figure number A, which is a blue flame, it is called a non-luminous flame because it is empty, emits very light, little light. Show a yellow flame, which is also known as luminous flame and emits a lot of lights. So here there is a difference between, see, the blue flame and the yellow flame. See here, we will discuss that first of all. In the next video we will see more about it. See here, first blue flame. It is produced due to the sufficient supply of oxygen that leads to complete combustion of hydrocarbons. Yellow flame. It is produced due to the insufficient supply of oxygen that leads to incomplete combustion of hydrocarbons. Then after, it emits very little light and is therefore known as a non-luminous flame. It emits lots of light and is therefore known as the luminous flame. Its temperature is higher, its temperature is lower. No residues is left behind. The products of combustion are carbon dioxide and water. The products of combustion are a residue of the black colored soot and also carbon monoxide and water. So these are some of the difference of blue flame and yellow flame. So first of all we have seen about the flame. Okay, flame is of the visible and gaseous part of the fire. Okay, now in your homework, what you will do is homework. So in your homework, you just do is types of fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher, okay, and flames. Difference between blue and red flame. Okay, this you have to do in your homework and we will meet in the next video. Okay, bye students.